I just wanted to say that to him. Do you have anywhere else to be? It's Sunday. And things are getting better. The snow has abated. It's just cold, which not so bad because I haven't left my house yet. Tomorrow I'm leaving my house. I promised myself tomorrow that I would leave my house because I'm running low on supplies. It's Monday and it's so early. I was just caught reading. I'm on the last 100 pages of A Court of Mist and Fury. It's getting way too good. It's getting way too good. And I'm like, I need to finish this book. Get on to the next one. I think I got rid of the first book, A Court of Thorn and Roses. And I think I want to repurchase that book so I can have it for my collection. The series is getting very good. Because I don't know where the series is going to go from here. There's still 100 pages left in this book. What's going to happen next? I just finished The Court of Mist and Fury, and oh my god! Oh my god! It's so good. I thought it was gonna be just a boring fantasy. I can see why people like this series. Ooh, girl. I'm ready for the next book. So I've switched to reading Girl on Girl, and this paragraph is interesting. I wanted to read it. What Ringley was pioneering, live casting it was called at the time, wasn't quite reality television. The Real World had launched in 1992, while an intensely intimate documentary about Madonna, Truth or Dare, had broken box office records a year earlier. Live casting was closer to the dominant visual art of the 2020s, meticulous regular presentation of online self. By now, most of us were astute curators of ourselves as seen by strangers. We craft and pose and filter and edit as seasoned veterans. But the most interesting thing to me about revisiting the practice that began with Jennicam, that's Jennifer Lopez. She did cameras around her house where she was... Anyway, that persists today across TV and the internet is seeing all the ways in which womanhood has been tailored into something narrow, even archaic, by media culture that has trained us to survey ourselves and adjust things accordingly. No matter how authentic anyone perceives herself to be, there is still something about the scrutiny of others that influences the ways in which we behave, for good and for bad. I was like, I need to go for a walk because I need to get some exercise outside. Need to blow the stink off. Don't let anyone tell you your weather's holding you back. You can walk outside. Maybe I wouldn't have walked outside last week, but you can walk outside. So my pants, they still fit around my waist, but they're looking kind of loose. Looking kind of loose on my legs. But they still kind of fit around my waist. But they're looking kind of baggy on me. I don't know. They're looking kind of baggy though. I look ridiculous in these pants. The crotch just goes on forever in these pants. So I did my workout tonight, and there were these boys, and they were boys in the gym, and I was like looking at them, and I was like, those kids are gonna steal my wallet. They're hoodlums. The whippersnappers. I was like looking at him and I was like, dude, I wanted to say to him, do you have anywhere else to be? Anywhere else? Anywhere else to be? I just wanted to say that to him. Do you have anywhere else to be? I'm trying to work out. I'm trying to work out. I think they thought I was like looking him up and down, like checking him out. And I was like, do you have anywhere else to be? I was like watching him because I didn't want them to steal my wallet. You know, these kids probably thought that they were like, oh, shit. They were like, I burned 736 calories on the treadmill. Go eat yourself out of a calorie deficit. Go on. Let me just do my little curl-ups again. I just want to make sure I do my curl-ups again. You have no idea what you're doing, do you? You have no... You go to the gym once a year and you have no plan when you go to the gym, do you? You're just like, I'm gonna lift heavy weights and this looks like something that people do on TV. I do not have a set plan when I go to the gym, do you? I do. I have a personal trainer. I was doing my workout, and they were bugging. I was doing a workout, and they were in my way. I was just trying to work out. I meditated, and I was thinking about my shower thoughts last night, because I had shower thoughts. And one of my shower thoughts was, I was thinking a lot about, like, early man again, because I think about early man a lot. And I was thinking about, like, what made, proto-man, like, Neanderthals, decide to put on clothes. Like, you know, we have, like, the story of Adam and Eve, where they put on the fig leaf. But, like, what made proto-man decide to put on clothes? Because it was probably, like, fur or something that they put on or something. You know what I mean? Like, what made early man decide, you know what? Let's put on clothes. let's wrap ourselves. It was probably like a blanket or something that they put on to keep warm in a cave or something. You know what I mean? What made them decide, like, yeah, let's wrap up. Let's wrap this up. I'm cold. Because it wasn't even like probably for modesty's sake. It was probably just like that those areas were probably or used to be covered and they weren't covered anymore and that they wanted them to still be covered. But anyway, so there's that. But then, and that led me, I would pay like a lot of money, like a lot of money to hear like early man speak language, like proto language, like the developmental language. Like I would pay money to like examine their mouths and like hear early language. Because that would be really cool. Like, it would probably just be, like, a series of, like, grunts and clicks and stuff. I imagine. I don't even know. I don't even know what early man would sound like. His, like, their mouths wouldn't even look like... They wouldn't even have, like, the same... Like, would they even have, like, the same, like... palette as we have? Like it would be similar, but it wouldn't be the same. Would they even be able to make the same mouth sounds that we have? That's what I was thinking about. Would they be able to form like the same words that we would? Like, would proto-man be able to speak English? Is what I want to know. Like, would they be able to form the words to speak English? Because would they be able to like move their mouth in such a way to speak English? And I think the answer is no. That they don't have the mouth development in order to speak English. I think Proto-Man wouldn't be able to speak English. That it would be too foreign to their mouths. I must be delusional. I bought a pair of 14 skinny jeans. I must be delusional. I don't know if I'm gonna fit in these. I gotta go to Chicago. Let me take my jacket off. Bad things first. I got a bag of Doritos because they were so good. And I got some donuts. Okay, on to the good things. I'm on a sweet potato kick, so I got some sweet potatoes. I got a zucchini and a squash. I also got a jalapeno. A couple of cans of black beans because I was out. A couple of cans of white northern beans because I'm going to make beans on toast. I swear to God, I am going through blueberries like whoa lately. I go through blueberries like once every 3 days. I swear to God. I'm going through blueberries like so crazy. Blueberries taste so good right now. I'm like the blueberry monster. I swear to God. I don't know what my problem is. I got some mushrooms. Well, a lot of mushrooms. I got a whole pound of mushrooms. I got some almond milk because my almond milk finally went bad. I got some butter queso. Some butter queso. Butter queso is so bad for you, but I love it. I also got some Violife. I know, butter queso and Violife. You know, do I eat cheese or do I not eat cheese? I like both. I got some Impossible patties for the Violife. I got some hamburger buns for the burger patties. And I got some sourdough bread for the white beans. I need to go work out. I did my workout today. I am so tired. I added a mile walk onto it, like beforehand, and I was sweating by the end of my workout. Because I do a strength training workout, and it was leg day on top of a 20-minute walk, and I was like dying. So I meditated this morning. So I was talking to a guy last night on Tinder. And I was like, oh, hey, you're not a weirdo. Let me give you my phone number. And he was like, that's weird. And I was like, what? And he was like, nobody's ever given me their phone number before we met. And I was like, what is your experience on Tinder? Because after the first conversation, if things are going well, I always give my phone number. Like, we always exchange phone numbers. And before the first date, we're exchanging phone numbers. Am I wrong? What's your experience with Tinder? If the guy's not weird and you connect and you have a good rapport, don't you exchange phone numbers? Am I weird? I ate donuts last night. So I'm up to 217.8 today. Oh well. I had a strange dream. I don't know, I found myself at the end of my parents' road, and there were these toys you swapped out and made phrases and stuff like that. And this dad came out and he was saying this phrase. I don't even remember what it was now. It was you finna do something. And he was talking about how he wrote this song. It it was this black guy. He came out of the house and he had a shotgun. And he was like, I wrote this song. And he wrote it for some rap guys. I don't even remember. He was on some big long rant. Like he wrote it for, I don't even remember what they said now. Like, but he wrote it for someone, and then he wrote it for someone. I don't know. And he did it for this and this, and I was like, this guy's having a breakdown. And there was a little boy, and his mama was holding him, and she said, you know, that his father had to go away or something. And that his father was just not well. He was just not well. And I had a key, and it was like the key to his survival. I had a key. I don't know why I had a key. But I left it for the little boy because I wanted him to find it. So, I didn't want to bother him because I knew he would find it. Because I was outside. So I tied it to a tree. Or a playground set or something. Like some clothes on a playground set. I tied this big key to it. I'd hoped that he would find it. And then people started coming up to me, and they were like other people with problems that were like wanting to fight me. Like, because the guy was like aggressive, and he was like, did he get put away or something? I don't know. I didn't put him away. I didn't do anything to him. Anyway, I ended up going with some people to roll a dice house, roll a gambling joint. And my old boss was there, and my boss was dead. I saw my boss in my dream, and he's dead. He was eating dinner. His name was Tom Tessman, and he's super dead. But I saw him in my dream, and he was eating like this like meal, and he was like doing super well and stuff, and he had me sit at this small table, and then they had me confront this kid that I used to go to band with. Like, my dream confronted me with a kid I went to band with. His name was Ben, and he was like, the dream presented him to me as like a high school kid, but I was like, they were like, oh, I said something, and they were like, oh, I'm a millennial, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, Ben, you're the same age as me. You seem like you're younger, but you're the same age as me. And he like played it off, and I was like, Ben, you're in your 40s. You're not a kid, you're 40. You're not a young guy. And he was like, well. And then I woke up. So it was a confusing dream. It's a very detailed dream. Oh, no, I forgot about the boba part. There was a boba part where I got scammed by boba people. They were selling like boba pearls, but they were like hard boba pearls that you had to like boil yourself. But like, if they got your credit card number, it was definitely like they were stealing your credit card number. You walked by them, it was just like an automated like voice that was like, try boba pearls. And it was just a bunch of people like sitting around. And I was like, this is so dumb. Why are they not even trying? And then I went by two old ladies that were like, three old Russian ladies that were like, work smarter, not harder. Or like they did it in their Russian accents. I was like, that's really smart. They're working smarter, not harder. And I was like, how much are boba pearls? And they're like $5. And I was like, okay. And I pull out some cash and they're like, credit only. And I'm like, well, I'm not giving my credit card number. And they're like, okay, we'll take the cash. Yeah, the boba scam. A lot of scams and like people getting locked up and like dice, like kind of like an Ocean's 11 dream kind of thing, because we were rolling a gambling house, like a casino or something. I'm not sure. It was like an underground casino. So my package got delivered. My pants are here. They're wrapped up really funny. Hang on. Let me see if I can open this. This should fit. Let's try them on. So these are 14-16. So they're extra large. Cute! Got some pants that fit. So we're going a little delusional here. These are a size 14. They fit around my neck. Let's try them on and see if they fit. They're 14s. They're a little tight, but I got them up. They're a little tight around the waist. Hang on, they're a little tight around the waist. A little tight around the waist. But I zipped them up. So I technically can fit into 14s. They're a little tight, but maybe given like 20 pounds, I could probably fit into them. Okay, that's gonna do it for this vlog. So hopefully I'm gonna put something together and make it good. So I'll see you on the next one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.